Hi, what I'm about to tell you isn't my story, at least, not originally. It's one I came across online a few years ago, buried deep in a forum thread that was later deleted. But the thing is, the man who wrote it sounded real. Too real. So I'll tell it to you the same way he told it, in his own words, first person, exactly as he wrote it. He called it, "A girl moved into my house claiming to be my daughter. Everyone believes her, except me. I'm not a parent. I've never had kids. Never even got close. So when a 9-year-old girl sat at my kitchen table last Thursday, eating cereal like she lived there, I honestly thought I'd lost my mind. Her name is Ada. Brown hair, big eyes, quiet. That kind of strange, calm quiet that makes you feel like you're the one doing something wrong. She called me Dad, like it was the most normal thing in the world. The first time I saw her, I'd just gotten back from a work trip to Seattle. I walked into my house, and there she was. Feet swinging off the kitchen chair, eating Cheerios with chocolate milk and humming some old lullaby I didn't recognize. I froze, and she just looked up and said, "You're back. I kept the light on for you." I asked her who she was. She frowned. "It's me. It's Ada. You forgot again?" At first, he thought it was a prank. Maybe the neighbor's kid wandered in. But then he saw the drawings on the fridge, childish ones signed Ada, age 7, Ada, age 8, framed photos he didn't remember taking, him and Ada at the beach, at a pumpkin patch, a crayon birthday card on the bedroom door. "Happy birthday, Dad. I love you even when you're grumpy." He lived alone, always had. He called his sister, told her some kid broke in. She laughed. "You mean your daughter?" He froze. "Oh, come on, Leo," she said. "Don't joke. Ada's adorable. You always said she's the best thing that ever happened to you." He checked his emails, his documents, everything, and every trace of his life had changed. Even his HR file at work now said, "Emergency contact, Ada Hall, daughter." The next day, he wandered into a used bookstore just to clear his head. Inside an old copy of The Wind in the Willows, he found a Polaroid, him holding a baby girl. On the back it said Leo plus Ada, Seaside, or 1995. But he was born in 1991. That night he sat across from Ada again. She was drawing a rabbit in a field of mushrooms. He asked, "Where did you come from?" She didn't look up. "You used to read to me when I couldn't sleep," she said. "You'd hold my hand so the shadows wouldn't talk." Then she looked up, her eyes old and soft. "You always forget at first," she said. "But you remember by the end." He couldn't sleep that night. Her blanket on the couch, her toothbrush next to his, little boots by the door. He tore through old boxes, receipts, letters, tickets, every single one mentioning Ada. At the bottom, a hospital wristband. 2 names, his and hers. The next morning, someone knocked. A tall man stood there, maybe 50, one blue eye, one brown. "I'm Ada's uncle," he said. "We're here for the winter gathering." Behind him, women in gray scarves, children with bundles of branches, an old man holding a lantern in daylight. Ada ran to the door. "You came," she said. The man smiled. "We always do." Leo slammed the door shut, locked it, sat on the floor, shaking. When he finally looked outside again, they were gone. All of them, except for a note on the ground. "Don't forget again, Leo. It hurts her when you forget." 3 days later, Ada was still there. She played quietly, humming the same lullabies. Sometimes he caught her whispering to the corners of the room. He thought about leaving, but he was afraid of what he'd find when he came back, or what might follow him. The last lines of his post read like this: "The worst part? A small, stubborn part of me remembers her. The beach, the bedtime stories, saying, 'It's just you and me, Ada, always.' I think I had a daughter, and I think I forgot her, but she didn't forget me. Not this time." That was the end of his post. It was deleted an hour later, and no one ever found another account under that name again. Yeah, I know. I told you this one was different. If it's true, even just a little, then somewhere out there, someone might be remembering something they were never supposed to forget, and that thought still gives me chills.